was looking for it today. I ordered 2 new ones.
Oh, you did?
But so that's not going to be here. So if it still don't work, then it's not the microphone. You have to loop it through there, yeah. I was just going to come and tell you.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Turn it down. Turn it down.
It's acting all right now, Bill. If I moved it before,
If it don't work, I will. It's okay if I cut off Luther. He's not going to be here. I think that's good.
yes.
I was going to say, he had it all.
Don was the one before.
He won the one before that. So.
No, he won two. He won the second one, the third one.
John won the second. Yeah. Shit, I should have hollered at you. You could have brought us breakfast this morning. You already spent it now.
Don't believe it. Yeah, I just gave it to my kids just a minute ago. Unspent.
Done spent it. Dang it. Knew it should have been quicker.
Slackers.
I know.
sunscreen on them ears before I go out and play golf. It's starting to get a little tender.
Do any good?
I don't play the wrong. I played 6 of the last 7 days in football. The scorecard has got 6 places.
Yeah.
So I've been keeping score. My best score has been 85. My worst has been 89. I have 287s and 286. No, I have 288s, 286s, no 87.
That's what me and Brady have been at, was 87. We can do better than that. Brent and I have been killing us.
Yeah.
But back now, Barn gets back to his golf swing. Brent and I still playing baseball swing.
Oh, yeah.
Once we get back past that, it'll be all right.
Pretty good.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming. I'm going to go ahead and call us to order and do a roll call, please.
Councilmember Yancey. Councilmember Miller.
Here.
Councilmember Hilliker. Councilmember Turner.
Here.
Councilmember Raines.
Here.
Councilmember Vickers.
Here.
Councilmember Dawson.
Here.
Councilmember Draper.
Here.
Mayor. And I'm here.
All right, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, we come to you tonight and ask your presence here. Just guide our actions, and may they be pleasing to you, Lord. As we look at the city's business, finances, and things that are ahead of us, just guide us as we make these decisions. May you be honored and glorified by our actions. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, going to review the March 26 minutes.
Horseshoe Bend Finance Meeting, March 12, 2026. Committee Chair Sean Draper called the Finance Committee meeting to order at 6 o'clock p.m. Present, Councilmember Yancey, Councilmember Miller, Councilmember Hilliker, Councilmember Turner, Councilmember Raines, Councilmember Vickers, Councilmember Dawson, and Councilmember Draper. Also present, Recorded Treasurer Vanderpass and Mayor Delaire. Absent were City Attorney Brad Sipe. All stood for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the invocation led by Councilmember Miller. The minutes from the February 12, 2026 Finance meeting were read by Recorded Treasurer Vanderpass. Councilmember Hilliker moved to approve the minutes, seconded by Councilmember Turner. Minutes were approved by voice vote. Treasurer's report. The Recorded Treasurer noted that revenues were less than expenditures by about $16,000. Sales tax revenue was just under $40,000, which is good, especially for a short month. Old business. Community center rental fee. The Recorded Treasurer reported that the proposed fee schedule was in the paper twice and also posted on social media. Most comments from the community were positive. Councilmember Dawson moved that the matter be forwarded to the next council meeting for approval. Councilmember Miller seconded. Motion was approved by voice vote. Loft rental. The Recorded Treasurer reported that a request for proposal had been run twice in the newspaper. There was a mandatory information meeting for interested parties at 2 p.m. March 16th. Sealed proposals are required by March 20th. Electrical inspector. Recorded Treasurer Vanderpass informed the council that he had been working with the head of state inspections to help fill the position of electrical inspector. A local home inspector had submitted, which were forwarded to the state. The mayor mentioned that he had a candidate from Batesville that would require no training or certification. Public comments. Raul Johnston reported that the handrails for the pavilion have been installed, but there is some minor rework that needs to be completed. The council thanked him for all of his efforts. There was a question about the status of the library roof. Materials have been delivered. Questions were asked about when the grocery store and bowling alley would open. No definitive answer for either. Finishing work is being done at bowling alley. A question was asked about animal control building addition. HVAC and electrical work are being pursued. Talk around. Councilmember Turner thanked Tim and Terry Dietzel for their community cleanup efforts. Earth Day cleanup activities are scheduled for April 25th. Dogwood Days is April 11th. Chamber quarterly meeting March 26th. A motion to adjourn was made by Councilmember Hilliker and seconded by Councilmember Raines. The motion passed by voice vote. The meeting was adjourned at 6:43 p.m.
Thank you, Bill. Does anyone need to make changes?
I make a motion, we accept as read.
I'll second that.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Minutes passed. Finance report.
So this is a short week for finance because we're already on the 9th and we had a day off. So we were scrambling with this until almost the end of the day today. But I would say this is mostly complete. I think there's a couple little things that'll change between now and then, but it won't be much money. So it's because we just ran out of time. So the revenues were less than expenses by about $5,000. Or I'm sorry, backwards. We're more than expenses by about $5,000. So, and then that's better than last month, which was the other way around, and it is an early time of the year where we have a lot of expenses that are for the whole year, so overall, I think we're doing good. We did get the money transferred from Parks and Rec's checking into the reserve account, so that's $250,000, and 68 cents, we already made 68 cents in interest, so that's there now. And then we did receive the $40,000 what do you wanna call it? Return of the airport bridge loan, yeah, thank you. But not before this, so it's not on here yet. That happened just last week, so. Trying to think if there's, I think those are the things I wanted to note, so.
Okay. Everybody good with finance report? Anyone opposed to moving on? All right, here we go. Old business, we don't have any new old business, so we'll move on to new business. Water meters.
Are you accepting the finance report?
Oh, sorry, thank you.
Well, you actually don't have to vote on it
We
until
don't vote on
council.
it.
It gets forwarded to
It just
council.
goes automatically.
Right, thank you. So new business is our water meters.
Yeah, I think everybody should have a copy of Chris Bigness's letter about the water meters, and obviously we can't decide this here, but we'll push it to council if you guys say so and have a resolution written for it.
Has everybody got a chance to read the letter? I've already read it.
I'll make a motion to move it to council. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna discuss, it's something that's gotta be done.
Yes.
The 15 years ago, we put radio read meters in, and with the 10 years battery life, and well, it's 15 years, and we're dying, and been replacing them steadily, a dozen a month, and last month we had 84 go out. So he's wanting, asking to buy a bunch, all at once, taking it from the reserve.
Who wants to-
maintenance. You wanna read the letter that Chris wrote?
Sure, I can if you want.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Over 15 years ago, the water department made a meter change out to a radio meter reader with a 10-year battery life. And then these meters are starting to fail to send the signal to radio because of battery failure. That's pretty much what you just said. We have been trying to replace them as they fail with an upgraded cellular read that every homeowner can monitor their water use as well as the new meters can be read from the office. We have been able to replace around 300 so far by buying them at about 12 per month. But in the last 3 months, they have been failing at a quicker rate than replacing 12 per month can keep up with. As of this month, we have 85 that didn't read in March that we hand read. I'd like to see us use some of our depreciation money that is set aside for the needs of the water department to purchase 350 meters at once while we continue to buy them at 12 per month to continue replacing them. We have about 1,100 more to update. We currently have two accounts, a water depreciation account with $228,577 and a water revenue account with $278,904. I'm asking for approval to take $25,000 from the water depreciation account and $75,000 from the water revenue account to buy these meters with. This will be leaving a little over $200,000 each account while we are paying back these accounts for water emergencies that may arise. To replace 350 of the old meters with the new ones will cost $96,075 plus tax. We normally put $5,000 per month in these accounts as funds allow to keep it built up, but by buying 12 per month till all get replaced. We could only pay this back at a rate of $2,500 per month per account while we are still buying the remainder of the meters out of the daily operation budget. Again, I am asking for approval to take $25,000 from the water depreciation account and $75,000 from the water revenue account to buy these meters with. This will be leaving a little over $200,000 in each account while we are paying back these accounts for water emergencies that may arise. Thanks, Chris Bigness.
And I'll give you a little update on why this happened, COVID. We were ordering meters, and I think it took us 3 years to get a case of 24. So that put us back, way back. And when we got that case when I left, I think they still couldn't get them. It was, I think it took another year to get another case. So I think they're just now getting them, if I'm not correct. Or able to get them.
Okay, did I get a second for that motion to move that?
Second.
Right, okay.
Got a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Move to council. All right, next new business item is cybersecurity, BGIT.
Blue Guys IT. So basically, they have asked to talk at the next council meeting about cybersecurity, so I just wanted to bring it up and make sure it's okay to put it on the agenda for the next meeting, so.
Okay. We'll finally get to see them, huh? I've heard a lot about them. I don't know who they are. All right, festival grant.
It was brought up to me about the festival advertising grant, that's the way it's labeled. This grant is presented by the Heritage and Tourism, I think, in Little Rock, and it's to help towns like ours promote ourselves around a festival that's been in existence more than 1 year. We've had ours for decades. So we do qualify in that manner. And the way the grant's set up, it will allow $5,000 grant is what I'd like to go after, because that is a grant, no match, flat out $5,000 toward advertising for, I'm thinking like Dogwood Days, to help promote, bring people in, get them to understand that it's here. And it lays out what you can use that for, is for flyers, for radio time, which we get free. But one thing it says is billboards. And I'm thinking maybe a good thing to do is we have a billboard that says HOE and I think Bend. That's all that's left up on there. It used to say Horseshoe Bend. It's out on 412. I was thinking if we could get this grant, we could use that money to put a billboard out there for Dogwood Days, because this grant goes in effect July, any festival from July of this year to the end of June next year. Well, we fall right in the middle of that, next year's Dogwood Days. And if we are able to get this grant and put it toward that billboard, we'd have the billboard redone and out there for months ahead of time. And it would now be saying not only Dogwood Days, but also, again, proclaiming, hey, if you turn here, you can get to Horseshoe Bend, which I think is beneficial for the city, instead of what we have out there now is just the remnants of what used to be. So that's what brought it up, and I know it's kind of short notice, but I found out about it a week ago. And my understanding is previous council went after this before COVID, and they got it, and because COVID and everything happened, it fell apart, and Dogwood Days didn't happen, but that's been a while. And I think we ought to apply for it again, and then we maybe use it toward that billboard if everybody is in favor of that. We can't take action on it, but we need to discuss it in this meeting, and I could use the minutes of this meeting where we were discussing this grant to use that in the application for the grant.
Is that something we would need to vote on to approve? I mean, I don't see why we can't go after every grant that's possible. I don't know.
I understand. I just, I need to bring it up in tonight's meeting, so we use the minutes to submit the application.
Okay.
And once we have the application in, then we need to determine, I'm projecting that we're using it for advertising, because that's the only thing it'll be used for. I'm putting billboard, maybe a actual mail out for Dogwood Days, just prior to Dogwood Days, maybe 30 days in advance or something, send somebody out to everybody's mailbox. That cost could be covered by the grant also.
It's the $5,000 grant, correct? Because there was two options. You could get a $10,000 if you gave
Here's what that is.
Right.
5,000 is flat out grant. It can go up to 10,000, but we have to match the second part by 66, 2/3 match for that extra 5. And I say, well, let's try the 5,
I agree, yeah.
which is not anything matched, it's flat out money that we use to advertising first. I mean, that's what I'm proposing, guys. I don't know, we can't take action on it, but I wanted to discuss it so we can put it in the application.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Anyone have questions?
But that's the way it's set up. It's set up from July. You apply now, and if you get it, then you can use it in festival from July of this year to June of next year. And then next year, in the spring, you could apply to do it again for your festival for the following year. And they will probably grant it to us more than this. We probably could have been doing this, but again, a lack of knowledge. Found out a week ago and we're acting on it.
Awesome, thank you. All right, moving on to the next new business item, and that's the airport capital improvement. Do we just want to read that letter as well?
Sure. I've never read this before, so hopefully I don't stumble. This is a request for City of Horseshoe Bend, this is from the Airport Commission. This is a request for the City of Horseshoe Bend approval of 2 major airport capital improvement projects in 2026-27. The first project is a runway rehabilitation project with complete repaving and repainting of the 4,500-foot-long runway and updating all of the runway lights and power systems. The second project is construction of a new 50-foot by 50-foot aircraft storage hangar. Both projects will be completely funded by 95% grants from the Federal Aviation Administration, along with 5% grants from the Arkansas Division of Aeronautics. However, the 5% Arkansas state grants are not received until all project invoices are paid and the projects are complete. This requires that the city/airport provide temporary funding of the state's 5% grant match amounts during the construction phase. The total cost of the runway rehabilitation project is estimated to be $2,857,000, and the new hangar cost is estimated to cost $525,000. This would require interim city airport funding of $142,850 and $26,250 respectively until Arkansas state grant reimbursement is received after project completion. So I did talk to Eric today about this a little bit, just because we have money, but we don't necessarily have it free, right? So our capital reserves has about around that much in right now, but some of that money is committed. Now we're getting $40,000 back into it, so but it still might be a little tight, and so possibly we might have to let one CD sometime in the future, probably not even this year, not renew, but actually cash it out temporarily to make sure that we have enough money, liquid money, for the city. That would be my only comment on it, but otherwise.
Did they give a date when we would have to have that financial piece in place?
They don't know yet for sure, but it would be later this year, and it's basically back-end loaded, so most of the money is at the end. So we wouldn't need any significant money until next year sometime.
Oh, okay.
Basically, FFA grant. If you have so many tail numbers, the FFA gives.
Yeah.
And he also said, the last time we just took it all lump sum, it doesn't have to be lump sum, we can do kind of like, let's give you so much now and then fund the rest later, that way at least the money's getting interest somewhere in the meantime, so.
Okay.
It's free money for your airports, basically.
Definitely.
I mean, it's 100% payback, you just
Yes.
gotta make them a bridge loan.
We just need to know how long we have to get this number we need, because that's a huge amount that we can't pass up and let not happen for our airport, so.
And like Donnie said, it's temporary because we'll be paid back and it'll be
Yes.
put back in the CD.
Correct.
Awesome.
We just finished one up for Calico Airport, yesterday. Finished the final paving on it yesterday. They got a big new hangar, airport and taxiway.
Sweet. Okay, do we want to talk about this more at the next council? Do we want to move that to council?
I make a motion, we move to council.
Seconded.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Moving to council. All right, before we go into public comments, we can do that after. That's all I have on this, the new business. I was here during the State of the City, and I listened to the State of the City, and truthfully, I thought it was a funeral. I thought it was the city's funeral that I was attending. I didn't hear one good thing mentioned about our city. It didn't even sound like they wanted to be here. So just to give a different view of the state of the city, I wanted to talk about some things that are going on, a little brighter days ahead. Spring is here. We have the Dogwood Days coming up on the 11th with the citywide yard sale shortly after. The citywide cleanup is going to happen on the 18th, right after the yard sale, about a week after. Farmers markets are starting back up for crafts and baked goods and produce. We have new business openings since we've been put in these seats. The gas station reopened under new owners. The bowling alley has completed both handicap entrances, is about to open anytime. Grocery store is completing up. It's going to be completely new, remodeled inside. The whole grocery store is going to be new. Double D's reopened and is at a new location. Papa Dick's has been remodeled and reopened. We had a bookstore open in town. I don't think this town's ever had a bookstore. Matt's Garage expanded its services to include wheel alignments and is growing daily. Our fire department got a new fire truck and significantly increased their efficiency with fires. For the city, our meetings are now broadcast via the city YouTube channel. That you get better quality and sound out of that. We got to give the employee wages increases. The committees are near full capacity. They hadn't been near full for years. Wireless water meters, we know that we're working on those with the batteries, but it saves our guys from having to go out and read every meter. They can read them. Saves time, energy. Library roof is now complete, and the trash that the roofers left is now picked up. I saw them picking it up today. Animal control addition is complete. It's not heated and cooled yet, but the addition is complete. For our Parks and Rec department, they have new windows at the clubhouse and a few more to do. They bought a new contour mower for the golf course, and it doesn't scalp the greens near as much. The generator grant got approved for the clubhouse, and that's going to ensure our citizens have power in case of emergency or disaster. We have somewhere to go. Our tennis courts are being turned into pickleball courts, and that's the biggest growing sport in the States right now. So, I mean, all those things are going on. None of them were talked about or brought up at the State of the City, and not sure why, but I think it's important that we keep focused on good, bright things and not negative. Anyone got anything else to add to that? I'm sure there's more. Sorry.
And the new water meters, I don't know if anybody knows this, but you'll be able to have an app on your phone. So if you have a leak, it'll text you that you have a leak. So if you're gone, you can check it. You know you have a leak. You can call and say, hey, go shut it off. It also, I think it'll alert the office. I can't remember that you have a leak, but more importantly, it will text you and let you know, or send you a text from the app.
Did they replace some windows at the loft as well, or at the pro shop?
I don't think so.
A couple of them at the loft. There's a couple left.
I didn't see that, Beth.
Yeah.
And then,
Maybe.
I know that they're doing multiple classes up there. They've got line dance classes at the community center.
Thank you.
They have yoga, a couple times a week as well, so it's being utilized.
Yoga and line dancing at the community center for those at home that can't hear. Do you know the dates and
Wednesdays at 2 o'clock for line dancing. That's like beginner line dancing, and then it progress through. And then I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday for yoga. Not sure at the time.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready for public comments now. I didn't get to that yet. So, public comments, anyone? Beth?
Well, good evening, everyone. On March 27th, I submitted a formal written notice to the mayor, city attorney, and city council regarding municipal roofing and construction expenditures involving Bluegrass Roofing Company, LLC. As of today, I have received no written response, no acknowledgement, and no documented council action in response to that notice. I'm here tonight to formally place this matter on the public record and to request immediate council attention to significant unresolved issues involving municipal financial oversight, procurement compliance, and statutory authority. This matter involves over $420,000 in city expenditures, which appear to have been authorized by the mayor without clear documented council approval for the full scope of work or transparent appropriation authority consistent with Arkansas municipal financial law. It is the responsibility of this governing body, not the mayor alone, to ensure lawful expenditure of public funds, proper procurement procedures, and adequate financial controls. Based on the record to date, that responsibility has not been fully executed in this matter. I also want to note concerns regarding internal financial controls, including the addition of an additional signatory on the MRID account, despite existence of multiple appointed commissioners, 2 that were appointed by the mayor. This change raises serious questions about oversight, segregation of financial authority, and accountability safeguards. My March 27th notice identified several material compliance issues, including the fact that the contractor, Bluegrass Roofing LLC, did not possess a valid Arkansas commercial contractor's license at the time of bidding, which didn't happen, contracting, or performance in direct violation of the Arkansas Contractors Licensing Law, which is Arkansas Code Annotated 1725-101 if you want to look it up. A pattern of contract segmentation that may have been used to structure work below competitive bidding thresholds while collectively exceeding them. Potential violations of Arkansas municipal procurement statutes requiring council authorization and competitive bidding for public expenditures, and significant exposure under Article 16, Section 13 of the Arkansas Constitution regarding illegal exaction of public funds. Additionally, during the State of the City address, the mayor stated, quote, "We are paying $1,400 a month for an attorney, and he doesn't know all this municipal stuff." End quote. This statement is now part of public record. It raises legitimate concern about the city's reliance on and confidence in its legal counsel at a time when substantial questions of compliance, procurement law, and statutory authority remain unanswered and unresolved. At this time, I'm requesting the following actions from council: a formal written acknowledgement of my March 27th notice and the issues raised within it. 2, a documented explanation of what council authorization was granted for the full scope of these expenditures exceeding $420,000. 3, immediate clarification of the financial approval process used for these contracts and payments. 4, initiation of an independent audit or third-party review of procurement, contracting, and payment authorization practices related to this matter. And 5, a defined timeline for council review and corrective action if warranted. Silence, delay, or avoidance of review is not a neutral position. It is a governance decision that increases legal and financial exposure for the city. This council has both the authority and the obligation to ensure that public funds are lawfully spent, properly authorized, and fully accountable under Arkansas law. I'm requesting that this matter be placed on the next available council agenda for formal discussion and recorded action. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Bill, you gonna put that on the agenda for next?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think you should put that on the agenda. I'm impressed with the theatrics. Very
Okay.
impressive. Half the things that this group is taking credit for all started under the old council. And me
Okay,
as the
Mr. Mayor, when you talked,
I'm-
I wasn't for rebuttal. It was just that was my state of the city.
I'm responding
We didn't get
to
We
what people
are,
said,
we are at public comments, so,
and I'm part of the public.
I'm not sure.
So the second-
Had not have a contractor's license and perform work.
So the second thing that you need to know, and this council should know before you get all carried away with everything, the state auditing board has already looked at your concerns, Beth. They've already made a decision, and that statement will, They have all the,
Contractor did not have a license.
they have all this information.
They did not, sir.
Well,
Okay, we're
their
moving it to,
report-
we're
their
gonna bring it
report
at the,
will
ne-
come
hey,
out-
Mayor,
their
it's
report
my
will
meeting,
come
Mayor,
out
quiet, Mayor.
April
Mayor,
17th.
Mayor.
And everybody
Mayor,
will be aware of the
Mayor,
report.
Mayor,
Of this town.
stop, he's not in charge of this meeting. Ma'am, you can leave as well.
I'm not leaving.
Well, you can either be quiet, or you can go out and wait outside. This is not your meeting. Thank you.
Since I'm in the public and I
Well,
made a
it's not
statement, I think it's fair to say that the legislative audit was prior to these findings.
Beth, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about this at the next meeting. We're not gonna bring it up because everybody's flared up and we're not gonna get anywhere. So, we're not gonna do that while I'm running it. If you wanna do it while you run meetings, that's fine, but you're not gonna do it over me.
I'm providing you with information.
Okay.
What you do with it's up to you.
Any other public comments? Talk around?
Well, Jeanette's not here, but Dogwood Days is Saturday, so.
Yes, I touched on that during the deal. Yeah, Dogwood Days. Thank you. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? Meeting's adjourned.
I'm messing with you. Come on.
Are you going to see Trey? Are you going to see Trey?